here's a question.
Okay.
Are you an enthusiast for anything?
And here's an answer. I simply adore cinema.
Cinema, you
Yes,
say?
I love movies, filmmaking, the techniques directors employ to elicit emotions from their audience members.
Oh, wow. You know what? I want to riff, but I've got to keep guessing.
You can have a riff. Do a quick riff.
I was just going to say, I don't care about movies. I only like my big action Marvel movies, so I don't understand what this history of cinema has got to do with that.
Oh my lord, okay. Let the record show steam is pouring from my ears right now as I hear such atrocities. There is such a rich history to cinema that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is erasing moment by moment, taking up the data on the streaming websites that could be going to classics such as the work of Peter Bogdanovich. And other auteurs from the American New Wave movements.
Okay, so I've gone a lost
I'm ready
track.
to guess.
Okay, yeah.
I believe you are Martin Scorsese,
Yes,
director and film archivist.
I am a beautiful archivist. You may know me from the Martin Scorsese Cinema Project, where I restore and look after some of the great works of auteurs from around the world.
Wow.
Well, it's Martin Scorsese. We're going with that.
And I made Kundun. People know me from Kundun, a movie about the Dalai Lama, his life growing up, and what he did in his early years. I like to explore who can bring different stuff to the roles and stuff, you know?
Marty, can I call you Marty?
Of course, everybody does, darling.
Marty,
Don't worry, we'll plug the real you and your project maybe in the intro. But I think we've decided you're playing Martin Scorsese.
Oh, of course, it's a flawless characterization.
Marty,
Yes, of course, Broden.
you are still... Thanks for knowing my name. That's incredible.
Yes.
Wow.
Marty, you are still working. How old are you now?
I'm approximately 77 years old.
Yeah, you're an
Yes.
old...
I guess.
Oh, yeah,
You're 79.
79, you know, a few years I count off. I don't count the coronavirus years. Didn't get to make my projects.
Yeah,
during
you're
time,
coming
so-
up on your...
I mean,
I
you
don't
would have had
want
to
to.
have isolated. You would
Of
have,
course,
you would have been
know.
a high risk.
I'm an old
category.
fella. I'm living with my daughter Francesca, looking after me. And my wife, whose name I don't know.
of course, Helen.
Helen, of course, Helen Scorsese, presumably.
Helen Morris.
Can I ask you a question, Martin
Really, she didn't take
Scorsese?
my name. And I'm so famous
You
and
should-
beloved.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Or maybe she's her own woman. And
Well,
you're
you
her
know.
fifth wife.
Kate Blanchett.
I'm from a different era.
Yeah.
Kate
Yeah.
Blanchett goes by a different name, I believe, in private life.
Really not one of her characters'
Kate
names.
Upton,
Yeah,
potentially.
she goes by Kate Upton.
Wow.
Some
Of
funny
course,
stories.
I worked with her on The Aviator.
Oh, yeah.
And she didn't go by Kate Blanchett or Kate Upton. She went by Katharine Hepburn.
Now, was it hard getting that Technicolor effect, even though the technology is now defunct?
I'll tell you this, mate. It was fucking easy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just put it in the computer, did some magic voodoo on there.
Yeah,
and
put
just
sepia
chucked
on,
it out
yeah?
there.
Sepia?
Yep, so we hit sepia, chucked it on, chucked it out, you know?
Wow.
You cut the whole movie. You do the whole movie, cut it all up
Now-
according to the script that I put together, my
Yeah.
storyboards. And at the end, I just said, Command A on all of it. Right click, go down sepia, click it. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Now, I hope this isn't rude to say, Marty. I can call you Marty.
You can call me Marty, and I'll warn you, if this is rude, I'm known for my fiery Italian passions, and I will lay waste to you, brother.
Well, I hope I'm not overstepping the line, but it would be wrong to say that you like a short film. Is that fair?
Wow, I was prepared to be insulted by a question.
Yeah.
And maybe there's some insinuation that I have been known to make a rather large-scale film with a lengthy runtime, such as my work on The Irishman, a recent film of mine, 2019, worked with Netflix.
Yeah.
But that's how we linked up. I would say me and you, we both worked with Netflix.
Bumped into
around
each other at the
2019.
Netflix offices, yeah.
We bumped into each other at those Netflix offices. I was there with my mates Bobby and Al and Harvey Keitel. And you were there with yours, Banner Russell and Marcel Brazier. I'm a big cinephile myself.
Yeah.
Even though I make the movies, I also like to watch the movies. And so I
can
like
hear the
everything.
Italianness coming through.
I have a little bit of Italian accent. You know, my parents were Italian.
Yeah.
Catherine, my mother.
Ah.
Catherine, my mother. You may know her from Goodfellas. She plays Joe Pesci's mum in that.
Really?
She
I
plays
didn't know
my
that.
mum in real life.
I got a question for you.
Of course, and
You're
I'll have some
known
answers.
for your directing and your being a film archivist, but a lot of people don't know you're also a bit of an actor.
I've acted in many things.
Yeah, you acted in that movie about were you in that movie about the quizzes where they were faking the quizzes?
Quiz Show by Robert Redford.
Were you in that?
Yeah, I'm in that for a moment, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe I'm in that. Often I appear as talking heads in documentaries about old movies and shit like that.
Yeah, you love
But every
that.
now and then, I love to act. I've been
what's
in
with that?
Curb Your Enthusiasm, where I played myself, directing Larry David as if he were a gangster.
Talking to Daniel Day-Lewis, getting some hints.
Well, he's a
or-
friend of mine.
Yeah. Oh,
I've
really?
collaborated with him several times on movies.
Yeah.
Of course, Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
It's just set in my hometown of New York City.
I know you would know all about your life.
Sydney, Marty.
Oh, that was a character I was playing at the start of the show.
Trying to throw you off. But you do know a fair bit about the Sydney Olympics.
Yes, of course. I was there.
Were you actually?
Yep.
Oh, well, that's incredible. We don't need to dig down. But, I know you would know everything about your life.
Yes, I lived it after all.
Yeah, but the fact that,
I have perfect recall of it immediately.
that you have perfect recall of this person's entire life and,
Very impressive.
and
Yes.
portfolio.
Yes.
So tell us more about who else was in, what was it called? Gangs of New York.
Oh, Gangs of New York. I was working with the great Liam Neeson. People would know his work from Schindler's List and Taken 2. But I would be working with Liam Neeson day to day. And I've got one of my modern muses. It was the first time I worked with my modern muse, Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio. And he is a magnificent talent.
What do you like about Leonardo DiCaprio
He
other
is
than the fact that
sexy.
he helps with financing?
He's sexy and he brings the teen girls to my movies.
Ah,
and
I
that's
see.
my key audience. That's how you can only survive against the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I think is trash and roller coasters. But the only way you can get those big audiences in is by having a beautiful hunk of spunk like Leonardo DiCaprio is.
Yeah, he's your Captain America kind of thing.
I guess if you have to put in the parlance of the everyday language you speak, I would say that. He's my Captain Marvel.
Do you use IMDb at all?
Oh, I
Someone
am
like you?
DB. I don't need to use
I
it.
am
I've
DB.
seen every movie.
I am DB. It's the best thing you've ever said, Alexei. I am DB. Should we reveal who this really is?
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Or we can keep going with the Scorsese thing. Oh, I'm easy.
Yeah, no, let's take a right-hand turn. We're here with Alexei Toliopoulos.
What a twist.
Wow, yes. I can finally reveal the facade beneath. I am Alexei Toliopoulos, and I shall begin to speak in my normal voice. Slowly as I leave the character.
Wow. Welcome to your ascension.